Mike Jones Beats.
BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Okay, couple of things we want to talk about. I really want to discuss. I know YouTube does not like when we talk about political matters. I was tossing it up in my head this morning, but we have to discuss the situation that revolves around Ice Cube and some of our political and some of our figures in activism that happened over the summer. We have to discuss this. The main reason why we're discussing this more than anything else is because I told y'all we was going to discuss this, because I told y'all exactly what was going to happen, or what I believed that what was going to happen, which actually seems to be what's transpiring. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And also, NBA Youngboy has a whole situation going on. What in the hell? That's another topic that we're going to be discussing. But before we go any, there's something I want to say right now. Alright, so I'm going to tell you some dope shit. I'm going to tell you some super dope shit. So apparently, when I go wherever I'm going, and I go and I meet people like, you know, DJs, and I meet producers, and I meet engineers, and I meet people in the business, right? And whenever I got to give them my contacts, I'm like, yo, all right, so this is my IG. I'm like, but you got to be careful because there's a lot of fake pages out there. These dudes' eyes light up like everybody is so impressed. They're like, you got haters? I'm like, yeah, I got like fake channels and shit, them rat bastards. And everybody is so, they like, you must be popping. Like, and then, hold on, let me tell you about one situation that happened real quick. So, the person was trying to find the page, but the person couldn't find my page. They found the fake piece of people's page, the fake page, right? So I'm like, nah, that's not me. So then they tried to find the page again, and they found another fake page. I'm like, nah, that's not me. So then I said, no, here's the real page. So I gave them the real page, right? So then after I gave them the real page, somebody else came around, and then I was going to give them the IG page. So I gave them the same spiel, like I always say. Well, hold on, let me do it for you because I got a lot of fake pages that, you know, people that make fake pages, they trolling or whatever. So the other person that I was trying to give the information to, that it took us a minute, turns around and tells that person, yeah, yo, he's popping. So apparently, you guys are helping me make connections. All of you haters. You haters. Apparently, you're helping me make... Did I close that window? So apparently, you guys are helping me make connections. And then when I roll into some of the big dogs, and I have to exchange informations with some of the big dogs, they look at me like, yo, he a big dog. Let's go. Anyway, let's give appreciation to everybody that did a drop in the previous live. How about that? Shout out to Everett Gilchrist with the $5 drop. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $10 drop. And shout out to Rule, don't nobody see them dots, Jones with the $10 drop. And for the drops that have already came through this morning. Yo, this shit is crazy, yo. I'm telling you some real shit. Yo, hold on. I'm going to finish telling y'all a little bit more of that story before we get to the actual show. Shout out to Prince to Amir with the $20 drop. Prince to Amir pulls up to the saloon. We feeling good today. Prince to Amir pulls up to the saloon. When he walks in the doors, he got so many muscles that he can't bend his arms. So he walks like this. This is how Prince to Amir walks. Because he can't bend his arms and his shoulders is always tired. Prince to Amir walks into the saloon. He says, hey, bartender, let me get a drink. He has to move his body like that because his muscles is too... he got too many muscles. Prince to Amir goes up to the bar. He tries to do the Ralph Cramden arms, but he can only go like that. That's the Ralph Cramden arms. But he can't do them. He can only go like that because he can't bend his elbows. The bartender comes over to him. He says, okay, Prince to Amir, let us get you your normal drink. He goes, he gets the blender, he gets the guy to ride the bike so the blender will spin. Because you know there's no electricity. So we gotta ride a bike so the blender will spin. So the guy jumps on the bike, he starts riding the bike, the blender starts working. He throws in some cactuses. He throws in some with the sticks and everything, the whole cactus. He throws the whole cactus in the blender. He throws some freaking some apples in the blender. He throws some mangoes in. They don't even got mangoes, so he's throwing some apples in the blender. He throws some bananas in the blender. He throws some weird powder that they got from the Indians up in the blender. Prince to Amir, he can't bend his arms, so they have to give him a straw. Prince to Amir starts drinking a drink. He says, oh, thank you. And he walks away like this because he can't bend his arms, man. He got too many muscles. Shout out to Prince to Amir with the $20 drop. Saloon is open. Let's do roll call real quick. Shout out to James S. He says, salute Frost, BBN family. What up, D Vertical? D Vertical says, morning, BBN family. Salute to both of you brothers. What up, Sees It in Blood? Says, early morning, check in. Salute. What up, Watts Games? Says, what's up, fam? Before you enter the room, smash that like button. We miss Deontay Watts count. I'm just going to say that. What up, Humble Reform? Humble Reform says, peace, bro. I was about to kick you so many times, Humble Reform. You have no idea. But I haven't, and I'm happy that I did not. What up, Charlie Santana? Says, salute, BBN. Frost, stay safe, blessed. Let's go. Who else we got up here? What up, DSTN? Ain't nobody calling you Dustin. I don't care what your wife says. This is BBN. He's also saluting admins. Can we get a clap up for our admins, please? What up, Emmanuel? He says, what up, Goat Frost? I'm headed to work. Shout out to Goat 9. Motherfucker. Shout out to you, homie. What up, Rodcliffe Martin? This is good morning, Jack Frost and the BBN family. Salute, salute. What up, Resto? Your Highness. I think that's what it's supposed to say. You want me to call you Your Highness? Okay, I'm going to call you Resto, baby girl. Okay, is that good? Good morning, Mr. Frost. Good morning, Your Highness. See, you said Mr. Frost, so I'm calling you. Can we get those likes up, by the way? We got 51 people in here right now. 49 people in here right now. Can we get those likes up, please, so we can send out some notifications? Who else we got up in here right now? We got Stacks Dollars. Salute Stacks. Salute Rude. Don't nobody see them dots. Jones. What up, Foot in the Ass Entertainment? We playing your movie this weekend. Saturday between 1 and 3. I also got an interview to do on Saturday, and we are most likely gonna go live. What up, Mark Hernandez? Yo, this shit is dumb funny. I'm just saying. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think I care about them damn trolls at all no more. Just to see the reactions, like I was in there with like big dogs, like people that have been in the music industry for X amount of years, big dogs, and I'm like, yo, why you see what shirt I'm wearing today? I've been there with big dogs, and I'm like, yo, I'm trying to give them my IG account, but I'm like, I got a ton of trolls, or trying to give them my YouTube account. I'm like, yo, but I got a ton of trolls. They was like, yo, you must be popping, yo, and I'm looking at them, and they look like they want trolls. I'm like, what in the hell? Shout out to that shit, though. I don't know what to tell you. So apparently, people want trolls? I did not know that. Oh, man. Apparently, people want trolls. Can we hit that like button, please, so we can send out more notifications? It got to be more than 19 people in here that like the channel, y'all. It's 50 and something of y'all. More than 19 of y'all like the channel. I know this shit. That's the shit that be killing me. I be like, only 19 of y'all like the channel? What the fuck? Hey, look at the buildings. Look at the buildings. Look at the buildings. Boom, the sun. How y'all doing? Shout out to DSTN with the $5 drop. DSTN pulls up into the saloon. He's looking around like that because his wife is usually hot on his heels. So DSTN looks around like that. Goes up to the bartender. He says, please, all I want is some coffee, some brandy in it. I'm going to go over there, sit next to the window, and we're going to wave at the haters across the street. Shout out to DSTN. All $5 drops from now on is going to be a hater drop. A drop for the haters. What up, Roach? He says, peace, Frost. We're going to have a good show today. All right, so, let's get to the topic. We about 13 minutes in. We done bullshitted for a minute. Let's get to the topic. I expect to get partially demonetized because of what we're going to be speaking on. Hey, Foot in the Ass, can I show this? Oh, I was only up there for a second. I can't show it. Anyway, with all that being said, Foot in the Ass, I might have to come visit. Inside joke. Alright, so let's get to the actual topic of the conversation today. We're going to be discussing Ice Cube and some of the things that Ice Cube said. What I am going to do right now is I'm going to play something real quick from Ice Cube's recent post that he put out. And I want to also, this is going to be an extensive conversation about the Ice Cube situation, because I want to say something, right? What up, Prince to Amir? Good morning, my brother. Salute. I want to say something, and this is what I want to say. Jack Frost over here is an open-minded individual that thinks for himself. Right? So I'm usually having people from both sides that are mad at me. I usually got people from this side that's mad at me. If there's two sides, I got two people on both. If there's three sides, I got people from three sides pissed off at me because I think for myself, right? A lot of us in here, part of the BBN network, are free thinkers. And that's part of the reason why it's hard for the community to grow, because individuals will come in here and they'll feel like, if I don't believe what they are saying 100%, that means that I'm against them. And 9 times out of 10, I'm not against any of you, just so we can be clear. The only thing that I'm 100% against is acting out of ignorance. I do not like people, pardon me, I don't like when people act out of ignorance. I think that we need to be more mindful. I think often we need more information, and I think sometimes people react, or they do whatever the hell that they do, like out of a knee-jerk reaction. Like I don't care how many people gets killed by police. I'm not just gonna deem it's the president's fault, because when Obama was president, there was a ton of people getting killed by the police, and Obama wasn't doing anything. He wasn't coming out. He wasn't speaking out on the matter. He wasn't saying we have to. What up, Mel B. Easy? He wasn't speaking on the matter. He wasn't Dude, it's you. My mic's up pretty high, but I turned it up a little more. He wasn't speaking. Oh, I'm talking low. Pardon me. He wasn't speaking on the matter, right? Does anybody remember when the kid in Ferguson died? Did y'all see Obama speaking on the matter? I'm not knocking him for this. I'm just pointing something out. I'm not saying that Obama has to speak on the matter. But what I'm saying is, when we had people that was being killed by the police when Obama was in the office, I didn't see him speaking out on the matter. I didn't see him sending FBI anywhere. I didn't see him doing anything. You understand what I'm saying? Except for saying he doesn't want to be involved. That's all I saw him doing. Now, I'm not saying this to bash him or anything, because at the end of the day, I don't think the president needs to come out and speak on every single matter. But you see, when Trump was president, people think that he has to come out and speak on every single matter. You get what I'm saying? I didn't see these activists, and I'm not talking about any activists in particular. I'm not specifically talking about any activists. I'm speaking in general terms at this point. I don't remember any activists coming out and saying that Obama needed to speak on some of these things that's happening to the black people in our community when he was president, right? But then as soon as Trump gets into the office, all I hear is, why isn't Trump talking on this? Why isn't Trump talking on that? And then when he does speak, we don't like what he's saying. You understand what I'm saying? So I have a problem when we're going to hold people in the same position to different standards, just in general. Just in general. What up, DZ? Shout out to DZ. Says top of the morning, BBN Frost, Bay Area versus tomorrow. West. Salute to the chat. Salute to DZ. So that's my issue. You understand what I'm saying? And that doesn't need to be your issue. You could think Obama did everything Obama should have did, as far as I'm concerned. You could have your own opinion on this. I'm not asking for you to think what I'm thinking at all. Believe me when I tell you this. I'm not asking you to I think believe what I'm saying. I'm not asking you to agree with me. I'm not asking you to be on any of whatever the hell I'm talking about. You be on what you want to be on. But what I'm saying is when Obama was president, I didn't see him talking about any of these things. But then as soon as Trump became president, now everybody is saying that Trump has to weigh in on every issue. That's neither here nor there, but hold on. When Ice Cube came out, because this is the Ice Cube video. When Ice Cube came out and said that he tried to speak with the Democratic Party, he said they didn't want to talk to him. He didn't even tell them that he tried to speak to the Democratic Party. Just so we can be clear. Ice Cube didn't tell nobody nothing. Trump's team released the information saying that they spoke to Ice Cube and made a couple of changes inside of their program. Are we to be clear about that? What up, New York Silver Stacker? What up, the Dean? Trump's team, as far as I can tell, Trump's team came out, put out a tweet or put out an Instagram post or whatever it was, basically saying that they spoke with Ice Cube and they came together and they worked out a deal or whatever the case might be. You know, they were capping, but that's not the point. they actually spoke to Ice Cube, and they actually took maybe 1 or 2 points that Ice Cube had and put it inside of their deal, right? I'm just saying, this is as far as I can tell, these are facts. The Democratic Party didn't even want to speak to Ice Cube, but you know how they did it? They said, oh, nah, we want to talk to you, but we want all these other activists to also be on the phone. You want to know why? So they could drown out whatever Ice Cube was saying. Because they was going to put him on the phone. They was going to put him in a room with a whole lot of people that were just going to say, no, Ice Cube, you got to go with what they're doing. No, Ice Cube, you got to wait. No, Ice Cube, you got to this. No, Ice Cube, you got to that. So nothing was going to get done. I keep saying this. I keep saying this, right? I'm going to tell you what I keep saying. So I keep saying this, and I'm not saying this to bash anybody, and I'm not saying this to talk shit about anybody. I just want this to be clear. I'm saying this is because this is something that I've been saying the whole entire time, and I need somebody to prove me wrong before you tell me I'm wrong. All right? I need somebody to prove me wrong before you just tell me I'm wrong. If you notice, whenever people come up in here, they can't really ever prove anything I'm saying to be wrong. All they can do is just say that I am wrong, or they don't like what I'm saying. You feel me? A lot of these people that y'all follow, I'm smarter than them. I'm just saying. And that, yeah, I'm saying it like that. A lot of these people that y'all follow, I'm smarter than. And yes, I'm saying it like that. First of all, could we just stop for a second and tell me, and hold on, y'all, I've literally, how often do I tell the future over here? How often do I tell y'all exactly what's gonna happen? How often? People just don't like what I say. But the future's ugly. The future's ugly. Because we're always going to be doomed to repeat it. Because they already have the template on how to trick us. But hold on. I digress. First, I could say this while I'm typing. So Ice Cube was just trying to talk to the Democrats. They didn't want to talk to him. Ice Cube was like, well, whatever, all right, that's cool. Trump and them talked to him. Boom. So they kept it pushing. It wasn't that big of a deal to them, right? Let's just go. We don't got time for this. Right? But just so we could be clear, this is literally what happened. Ice Cube didn't tell anybody about what happened. Trump people told him about what happened. And what did y'all advocates say? What did, well, our advocates say? Because they are my advocates too. They're supposed to be out here working for me too, right? What did our advocates say? You want to know what our advocates said? Ice Cube is doing it for the money. Anybody, could we get a vote real quick? Who remember them saying Ice Cube is doing this for the money? You remember this? You don't remember this. Could we get a vote real quick? Vote real quick. You remember them saying Ice Cube is doing it for the money. Yo, who's paying Ice Cube? I'm gonna tell you the number one person that was saying that that Ice Cube was getting paid in a minute. Hold on. It was like, yo, who paying Ice Cube? What's Ice Cube doing? Anybody remember that? Anybody remember that? Because I remember that. Wait, that's not apparel shop. That's BBN. Shout out to James S. with the $5 drop. James S. comes into the saloon. All you do, you see his weed smoke. 2 feet, walking under it. James S. walks over to the bartender. He gets his coffee. He goes over to BBN West, the smoking section. Starts taking the chairs down. The smoking section is open. If y'all trying to get some weeds this morning, the smoking section is no hookahs, by the way. No hookahs, apparently. They do not like hookahs. So no hookahs. But could we get a vote real quick? Who remembers them saying that Ice Cube, who paid Ice Cube? I remember people pretending like Ice Cube needed to get paid. Notice the word I used. Pretending. I remember them pretending like Ice Cube needed to get paid from somebody. Hold on, I missed the drop. I might have missed the drop. Yes, DZ already opened up the saloon. I mean, opened up the smoking section. James S goes over to the smoking section. He thinks he's gonna open it up, but DZ's already sitting over there with his chair, sitting in his chair with his feet up. DZ's sitting over there in the chair with his feet up like this. Ha ha ha! You're late. Smoking on a blunt. Shout out to DZ pulling up in the smoking section. He snuck all the way in the building. We ain't even see him. DZ very smooth with it. Just so we can be clear, because I want to be 100% transparent on this. Y'all know I am, and I like Until Freedom. I don't really care for the Black Lives Matter people. Shout out to them. I think they doing some other stuff. I'm not here to talk about them. But y'all know I like Until Freedom. And y'all know how I feel about Tamika Mallory. Just so we can be clear. So this is in no way a bash on them. But we all need to be held accountable for our actions. Shout out to Watts Games with the $5 drop. He said, James S. passed the spliff on me. Puff, puff, pass, man. Watts Games pulls up into the saloon. He comes in. He has a whole bunch of things with him. He has like bats with him. He has a whole basketball, football. Everybody's looking at him. This is 1860. Nobody knows what this shit is. Everybody's looking at him like, what the hell? He's on roller skates. He's like, whoa! He can barely roller skate. He comes into the saloon. He goes over to BBN West, the smoking section. All you see is a big pile of weed smoke. A hand comes out of the weed smoke and passes Watts a blunt like this. Watts take the blunt. He tries to sit down, but his feet is like, whoa, because he's not good at skating. But hold on. All right. I remember my song saying, who paid Ice Cube? Anybody else remember that? I remember my song saying, who paid Ice Cube? Anybody else remember that? You remember my song saying, who paid Ice Cube? You don't remember my song saying, who paid Ice Cube? I remember my song saying, who paid Ice Cube? I remember that. Now, once again, let me just explain once again, one last time. Ice Cube tried to have a meeting with the Democratic and the Republican Party. The Democratic Party turned him down. The Republican Party spoke with him. He didn't tell nobody. The only reason why we find out that he even spoke to the Republican Party or tried to speak to the Democratic Party was because the Republican Party put it out that they spoke with him and made some changes to their current plan. That's the only reason why we found out. And the only reason why we found out that he tried to speak to the Democratic Party was because then the activists and the Democrats started saying that he's only with that he's a supporter of Trump. And he's like, I'm not a supporter of Trump. I didn't even speak to Trump. I just spoke to the Republican Party. I tried to speak to y'all, but y'all didn't want to talk to me. That's what I remember. Anybody remember different? So, obviously, nobody paid Ice Cube. What up, Xavier Jenkins? So, obviously, nobody paid Ice Cube. But you see how they try to discredit you? I'm going to tell you how they try to discredit you. One way that they try to discredit you is to say that you're on drugs. Another way that they're trying to discredit you is to say that the only reason why you did the thing is because somebody paid you. Another way that people try to discredit you is by saying that you have a mental health issue. So whenever I ever see anybody try to use those points to talk about another person, I don't take it seriously. Verm Trust. I found out that the Paradise Haynes person was a girl after I did the audio. That's why if you watch the video in the beginning, when I showed a picture of all three people, I try to say that I didn't find this picture until after the fact. I knew somebody was going to say something about that, but it's all good because I didn't know. But that was a good joke, though. What up, Bree Powell? The sniper! Bree Powell is not feeling well today. Could we all give her our prayers and our well wishes? Could we all give Bree our prayers and our well wishes? She's not feeling very well today. I don't really want to go into it because it's not my situation, but she's not feeling very well today. What up, Xavier Jenkins with the $5 drop? Said, I'm going to pull up to the saloon for a hot coffee this morning. Peace, King. Xavier Jenkins comes into the saloon. He's never been here before. He's looking around in total awe. He's like, wow, this place is lit. This not only because there's candles everywhere. He's looking around. He's like, oh, man, this place is lit. He walks up to the bartender. He says, hey, can I get a coffee with some brandy in it? The bartender says, not a problem, but since you're a newcomer, I'm also going to give you some sarsaparilla. Of course, this right here, for today, $5 drops is hater drops. Xavier then goes, sits next to the window. He looks out across the street at all the haters picketing the saloon because they hate the saloon. Because they just haters. King Will says, yo, when the Democrats curved Cube, that should have been an indication of what their true intentions once they got into office. Not a Trump supporter, but if you thought 45 was bad, wait till 46 is in. Do you understand that this dude had a meeting? Do you understand that this dude just had a meeting? Do you understand that this dude just had a meeting with our activists, including Reverend Al Sharpton, basically told them off. Basically told them to get out of here. I do what I want to do. I'm not paying no attention to you guys. You guys don't know nothing. That's basically what he told them, right? I've been doing this for 40-something years, 50-something years. You guys don't know nothing. That's what he was telling them, right? The activists. Now, how do you think that meeting with Ice Cube would have went? The activists. Reverend R. Sharpton and the rest of them. All of those people that were so busy trying to get Trump out of office because Trump don't listen to them. And freaking his first meeting he has with them, he says, get out of here. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. I've been doing this for 50 years. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to agree with him. He knows exactly what he's doing. Because he's been screwing black people over for 50 years and rolled them into the freaking office. So shout out to that shit. The problem is, black people don't know what he's doing. That's the problem. Malcolm X warned us more than 50 years ago. Shout out to Crisis Black sending me this. It says the media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent. And that's power because they control the minds of the masses. The press is so powerful in its image-making role, it can make the criminal look like he's the victim and make the victim look like he's the criminal. If you aren't careful, the newspapers will have you hating the people who are oppressed and loving the people who are oppressing. All I'm saying is this, and I am in no way, and I'm really not going at my son or Tamika Mallory or the United Freedom, Until Freedom movement. I'm not. But I'm going to tell you the difference, right, between what I believe the difference between Trump and Biden is. Trump isn't actively doing anything to hurt black people. He's just not helping. Trump has really not ever actively done anything to hurt black people. He just refuses to help. Biden? Biden seems to actively be involved in oppressing black people, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't care how much money my son does or doesn't have. That's not important to me. I'm not pocket watching the man. I don't really care. But I do know this. They went to all of these states. They went to all of these cities. They were actively pushing everybody to vote for Biden. And now they're talking about now we have to hold him accountable. How? He's the president. How are we going to hold him accountable? He should be getting money. Activism is a job. Why should he not be getting money, Kevin Barnes? That doesn't even make sense. You don't think Malcolm X was getting money? You don't think Martin Luther King was getting money? I'm not having this conversation. If activists couldn't get money to live, we would have zero activists, because they wouldn't be able to do the job, because they would have to have a regular day job. So they would actively be no activists. So they should be looking to get paid. So that's not a conversation that I'm into having, because that don't make sense. So you think, hold on, let's stop everything. So Kevin Barnes, let's have this conversation, since you're so dead set on having this conversation, Mr. Kevin Barnes. You keep bringing this up. So are you trying to say that Martin Luther King, he didn't get paid? Are you trying to say Malcolm X didn't get paid? Or are you trying to say that they were fake? Kevin Barnes, what are you saying? Martin Luther King and Malcolm X didn't get paid? Or are you saying that they were fake? Because you literally have to be saying one or the other. I'm going to give you an opportunity to answer. Either you're saying Martin Luther King and Malcolm X were fake, or you're saying that they got paid and they weren't supposed to. Where you at, Kevin Barnes? We don't do that. If you bring a topic up in here, and then when it's your turn, okay. We're not talking about who's in what class. You know what he just did? Hold on, everybody. Hold on, everybody. This is the super smart guy over here. Guess what? Anybody could guess what dude just did? Can anybody guess what dude just did? Can anybody guess what dude just did? Can anybody guess what dude just did? Because he didn't answer the question. Can anybody guess what dude just did? Can anybody guess what dude just did? I'm trying to give y'all a chance to guess what he just did before I just give you the answer. You know what? I'm just going to give you the answer. I'm going to show you what dude just did. Yep, a whataboutism. Thank you very much. Dude just pulled a whataboutism. The technique or practice of responding to an accusation or difficult question by making a counter accusation or by raising a different issue. So my brother, do you want to answer the actual question, or do you want to just talk around it and try to sound smart? Because I don't think you sounded smart. But you could try. But that doesn't prove any points. So you want to try to, because I know you're trying to sound smart. I get it. Do you want another chance at this? Was Martin Luther King and Malcolm X fake? Right? That's what you're basically saying. If you're an activist and you're making money off of being an activist, then you're fake. You're not real. You just, it's all smoke and mirrors. Because all real activists live like poor hobos, right? Because actually, if activism is your job and you aren't getting any funding, you're going to be homeless. Hold on. No, I'm not comparing the two. I'm comparing an act. Look, still hasn't answered the question. You see what I'm saying? No. Answer the question. Still hasn't answered the question. See, this is how people who aren't really that smart try to trick you into thinking that they're smart. They use whataboutisms. This guy's not smart. He might be intelligent, but not compared to me, apparently. Answer the question. Right? You might be smart, but compared to me, no, you're not. I'm just keeping it a stack. You got another whataboutism? Every single time I say something to him for him to answer the question, he either He uses a whataboutism, the technique or practice of responding to an accusation or difficult question by making a counter accusation or raising a different issue. Let's see what the latest issue he raised was. Hold on. I'm not calling nobody fake. I'm saying he knows surface. No. See, we're not doing that. You're not going to come on my platform, on my show, throw accusations out about people, whether I like them or don't like them, and you can't stand on them. We don't do that over here. I get it. Most YouTube content creators, they're going to go, no, don't kick him yet. Don't kick him. He ain't done anything for you. He hasn't done anything to me. He's good. Let him stay. He just thinks he's smarter than he is. That's it. Yeah, I had to tell these guys they ready to let you go, homie. He just thinks he's smarter than he is. That's it. He's trying to play word games. That's what I call whataboutisms, word games. So if y'all ever hear me talking about somebody trying to play word games, that's what a whataboutism is. It's a word game. You talk to somebody about something and they want to talk about everything except for the thing that you're talking about. They playing word games because they know you are right. No, but they were okay to get paid, but other activists ain't. You think so? Hold on. Forget all that. Let's talk about Reverend Al Sharpton. You don't think Reverend Al Sharpton should be getting paid? He's done a lot of good. He's done some bad, but he's done a lot of good. You people stop watching other people's pockets. You people stop watching other people's pockets. How about that? We don't like pocket watches over here. CV for Life said, my son not getting money like that. He take Ubers everywhere. I know people who know him. He just a normal dude. Yo, look. If you gonna talk trash about somebody, talk trash about a relevant thing that they did and they deserve to get dragged for. We're not talking about nobody pockets. That man got a whole family. But you don't want his kids to be able to have anything? You don't want his wife to have a roof over her head? He really on the front lines for real. He say that and y'all don't really take it serious. But that nigga really on the front lines for real. Ain't no police officers for real. You know, 2 activists just got killed in a 3-week span? For everybody that thinks that this job is nothing. You know, 2 activists that move with United Freedom just got killed in a 2-week span? In a 3-week span, pardon me? Y'all know that just happened? Hold on now, because you guys just talk. I get it. My son should not have been watching Ice Cube's pockets. That's a fact. Let me go find the guy's name for you. So I know. Hold on. When he say he out there on the front lines, he ain't lying. Could we please hold people accountable for what they're actually doing wrong? Look, this dude killed one. This dude is believed to have killed one of the activists in an alleged carjacking. Feds make arrest of fatal carjacking of Louisiana protest leader Travis Nagdy. Watch when I show you this dude's picture. Y'all gonna know who he is. Hold on. I'm gonna show you this dude picture, man. I seen the dude in person. He was out there. He was doing good activism work, man. For real. Come on, man. We gotta stop with this. Hold people accountable. Don't, just because you mad at somebody for one thing, that don't mean stick to the thing you mad at them about. I'm hoping they didn't take all the homeboy pictures down. I got pictures of him. I don't see none of his pictures on here no more. Maybe it was on a different account that I used to see his pictures on. But he was the activist that had the big hair. He had really big hair. He had like the big afro. He looked like he might have been, mixed with something. I don't know. But he had the big afro. Let me see if he's in one of these pictures. Excuse me. Wait, but let me just get his name and Google him. Let me show you who he is. Y'all might know who he is when I show you. Rest in peace to this brother. Rest in peace to this brother. He's out there fighting. This dude. Rest in peace to that brother. We have a moment of silence for this brother. He was out there fighting for real, for real. So I don't want to hear no more when he talk about how he on the front lines, how my son is on the front lines. And y'all made me have to stop my whole show to defend my son when I'm busy. I got to get back to dragging him in like 2 seconds. Don't do this. Alright? Let's hold people accountable for what they did. Let's not just be upset at people for other shit. You feel me? Let's have a moment of silence for this brother. Now, can I get back to talking my shit about my son? What the heck? We're not doing that, homie. Just because you see me talking about somebody and something negative that a person did, that don't mean that you could just come out here and just randomly go at them. I bet you that person think they smart too. I'm telling you they do. Did they even comment anymore, or did they just bounce? And just so we could be clear, I want to be extremely clear on this. My son is not the one who creates their agenda. My son is just a part of the machine that pushes the agenda. So if you're upset at the agenda that my son pushes, in reality, you're more angry at other people other than my son because he does not set the agenda. Don't treat him like he does. My son pushes the agenda. We're smart enough to know that. We're smart enough to know that. Alright? My son pushes the agenda. My son doesn't set the agenda. We're smart enough to know this. He has a very important job also. So I'm not trying to take anything away from the brother. Just so we can be clear, his job is just as important as anybody else's job. Every piece of the machine is needed in order to work appropriately. I'm not saying he's a pawn. There's other pieces on the chessboard. Copy Jake from State Farm. I'm saying that he's a part of the machine, and even the smallest part is as important. And he's much bigger than the small part. Just so we can be clear. No, don't kick the guy. I think I know who it is. Don't kick the guy. He just think he's smart. So I just don't even want you to kick him. He's somewhere right now talking about he wish he could probably call in and say these things to me. So he could then use whataboutisms in real time. Y'all don't notice that? Hold on, let's stop everything for a second. Y'all don't know, nobody can debate with me. All they do is use whataboutisms. Do y'all notice that? Or is that just me? Anytime somebody try to debate with me, all they could do is use whataboutisms. They could never actually talk about the topic. Does anybody else notice that? That shit is frustrating. I like having real conversations too. I'm not always right. Also, 5 to 10 more $10 drops to the Cash App. I think I just handled that guy appropriately. The gun don't shoot without the firing pin. Thank you, DSTN. Salute. We're not going to minimize Myson's efforts neither. Yo, I'm sincerely really not a hater, though. like on some super real shit. I'm really not a hater. I don't know what that means right there. So we don't let those Russian words go through, homie. No, I'm sincerely not a hater. Like, I'm really not a hater. I'm really not a hater. For real, for real. If the next time that dude right there writes some Russian words, just kick him, because I'm not going through this. I'm not going through this. So if he want to keep writing in Russian, we just gonna kick him. Apparently, I do have a big Russian, but we don't let those words go through because we don't know what that means. Anyway, so Ice Cube comes out and says, yo, I tried to talk to the Democratic Party. They didn't want to talk to me. But he didn't tell nobody that because he was trying to blast the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party came for him first. Talking about he a Trump supporter. That's a fact. And then my son said, yo, who paying you? And this is the question that I have. Whole entire question for my son, and also for, you know, I don't like talking bad about Tamika Mallory, but also for Tamika Mallory. This is the question I have. What are we supposed to do now? Because Trump wasn't creating policy to hurt black people. Trump was doing a ton of other bullshit that didn't nobody like. Trump was screwing black people and white people over equally. Trump was screwing black people and white people over equally. There was just as many black people mad at Trump as white people. Probably more white people. There was white people them white people was out in them streets fighting each other like crazy. There's a lot of white people that hate Trump. So now I need to know what's going on with this Biden thing. In all fairness and in all honesty. I need to know what's going on. Don't tell me how you gonna hold him, how you gonna hold the President of the United States accountable, my son? How are you going to hold the President of the United States accountable? We're going to just, in 4 more years, we're not going to vote for him. So that means that in 4 more years, you're going to vote Republican? Does nobody else get this except for me? Does nobody else get this except for me? So in 4 more years, are you trying to tell me that the blacks are going to vote Republican? Because even if he's not running, she is. So in 4 more years, you're trying to tell me that Until Freedom is going to tell us to vote Republican. Democrats absolutely exposed themselves with the Ice Cube slander. That's a fact. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, wait, whites dislike who? Trump or Biden? My dude. We about to be screwed. We about to be screwed. I don't know. I don't vote them. I vote whoever has the best policies or the career in which I appreciate and believe in. Yeah, but see, this is the point I'm trying to make. Trump did a lot of BS, right? A lot of BS. Don't get it confused. But Trump never actually, just so we can be clear, Trump never actually, how do you say, created policy that was hurting black people. Biden is about to, we about to get it. We're about to get it. It is what it is. I just don't want none of us to forget all of the people that was telling us to vote for Biden. I don't want none of us to forget them. Because in 4 years, after they win back everybody's trust, they're going to tell us to vote for somebody else. Yeah, Biden's mentor is an actual Klan member. That's a fact. A high-ranking Klan member, Biden's mentor. That's a fact. That's not even a... That's a fact. That's a fact. That's not hyperbole. That's not... That's a fact. That's a fact. My dude, Biden won and people were dancing in the streets all over the world. If Trump somehow doesn't go to jail and he's alive in 4 years, we're going to be in such absolute turmoil. Such absolute turmoil. He might be able to win. Trump's father was arrested with the Klan dude too. It's a fact. Trump was born into it, but Homeboy searched it out. Homeboy searched out the Klan. You can't help what you born into, homie. Homeboy searched out the Klan. Homeboy also created the crime bill. Tell me what legislation Trump created when he was president. Tell me what legislation Trump created when he was president to hurt black people. Just tell me, real quick. Everett. Tell me what legislation Trump created, what laws Trump created that hurt black people. Everett, this is one of those situations where if you don't respond, we're just going to kick you. Tell me what Trump legislation was created. Admins, I need y'all to pay attention to Everett. Give him about 5 minutes. If he don't respond back, I need somebody to just go back up there and just hit him with his bags. I didn't say he helped black people. Don't put words in my mouth, P from Jersey. I never said he helped black people. Do not put words in my mouth. I'm not going to ask you again. Thank you very much. I don't play these games. I don't play these word games. Yes, James S. He didn't help, but he didn't do anything. He didn't hurt. He was too busy worried about the Mexicans and all this other bullshit. I don't like how Trump did the Latin community either. But remember, we're talking about black activists at this point. No, we're not doing that, P from Jersey. I swear we're not doing that. We're not doing that. CV for Life says Latin communities thought they were different from black communities. Laugh out loud. They treat us the same. I'm going to agree that they do treat us the same. Mostly. I'm going to agree that we have the same struggles and same issues. Mostly. But right now we're talking about black activists. So we're talking about black issues. I'm not saying that the Latins don't have their own issues. But I'm talking about literally black activists. So we're talking about black issues. Okay, so Everett says he stopped the police consent decree that Obama put into place. Look it up. Police consent decree. What's that? No, not no by way of anyone. We're talking about what legislation did he create. I'm not talking about what he took away. What legislation did he create? Did everybody else hear me say create? Because I don't think Everett knows how create, the word create means. Create means that something did not exist. Right? It did not exist. And then it existed. So what legislation did he create? Another whataboutism. Playing word games. The Second Chance Act actually helped black people. That's a fact. Shout out to TZ4 Sheezy becoming a bag swinger. Salute. Everett, I'm waiting. Tell me what legislation he created. Tiandre Willis Sr. said Trump didn't do anything to hurt us with legislation. He hurt us within public narratives and rhetoric. I agree. Two very different things. I agree. Thank you, Tiandre Willis Sr. Now, wait. Everett says, where they're held accountable for... Nope. What legislation did he create? Now, do you understand why I keep trying to explain to y'all that if anybody ever tries to debate me fairly, I asked them a simple question. If you're saying that Trump did all of these things, what legislation did he create? This is another guy trying to be smart. Yeah. Dude, I can't be that much. I'm just saying. If you have no legislation that he created, none, right? Does anybody know any legislation that Biden created through over his history of being in the political office? Does anybody know about any legislation that Biden created that hurt the black community? created. It wasn't there, and then it was. We're not talking about taking nothing down. We ain't talking about removing nothing. We're talking about it wasn't there, and then it became a thing. Sean Moore says, I never knew what whataboutism was, so I came here. We teach every day, homie. Wavy D says the crime bill. He did more than that. The crime bill was terrible in its own self. You know how many times they have Biden in Congress talking about how they have to hold down black people, that black people are savages. He don't want black people going to the same schools as his children. But no, Everett, you're 100% right. Trump is worse. You know how many photos Trump have with black people enjoying, like, Trump was so popular in the 80s. For everybody that don't know, Trump was retardedly popular in the 80s. Literally, when you play spades, they used to say, yo, do you got any trumps left? You know what trumps are? The big cards in the deck. The Dems started taking the Spanish kids allegedly, the camps that was opened up with the Spanish kids was started under Obama, pardon me. All of us have people that had got locked up for exorbitant amount of times because of the bill that Biden put. Yes. See, now look what he's saying. The National Black Caucus begged for that crime bill. So another whataboutism. Are we all clear here that this Everett guy, it doesn't know anything? This Everett guy is just doing whataboutisms and he thinks that that's a debate? Are we clear that all this Everett dude does is do whataboutisms, a technique or practice of responding to an accusation or difficult question by making a counter accusation or raising a different issue? Are we all clear that this Everett guy is not as smart as he thinks he is? Don't kick him. I don't want him kicked. I don't even want him kicked. Are we all clear that this Everett guy isn't as smart as he thinks he is? I don't want him kicked. We need freaking... Can we get short buses in the chat, please? Can we get short buses in the chat? Can we get short buses in the chat for Everett? Because he can't even debate. All he could do is whataboutisms. All he could do is bring up different points. He can't discuss any of the actual points. That's all he could do. Can we get some short buses in the chat? Everett need a lift home. Oh man, sorry about that, Everett Gilchrist. He's making your namesake look bad, homie. He making your namesake look bad, homie. He's making your namesake look bad, homie. I'm just telling you what it is. He's making your namesake look bad. You could be the driver on this one, homie. You could be the driver. Can we get some short buses in the chat, please? So, Everett, are you going to actually address this issue, or are you going to keep doing whataboutisms? I'm just curious. Because if you're not going to address this issue, then, you know, you're going to keep doing whataboutisms, or are you going to address the issue or just admit you wrong? He just said he came up with. I don't even know what the he is. We're not playing the pronoun game, homie. DSC said my name is my name. I'm not playing the pronoun game, so I'm not trying to figure out who you're talking about. Alright, Juice Lee, I'm not trying to figure out who you talking about. I'm not playing the pronoun game. TZ Foshizi says, who made it a thing where people can get pulled over for probable cause? Who made that go in effect? I'm not 100% sure. Do you know? Could you put us on? No, we're not doing that. We are not doing that, CV. We are not calling people retarded. Copy? He's the whataboutism king right now. I beg to differ. You talking about people who probably never vote, bro. I'm all over America. I'm 44. I've been voting since... What does that have to do anything? What the fuck? Hold on. Could he... Look, he still isn't answering any of the... Could we get some drop to the Cash App? Let's get $5, $10 drops to the Cash App right now. Come on, y'all. Let's get $5, $10 drops to the Cash App right now. Who joining the drop to the Cash App? Let's get $5, $10 drops to the Cash App right now. Homeboy is just, I don't know what the fuck. Are you talking about, hold on. Juice Lee might be on to something. Are you talking about the thing that they're gonna put the, teach the old history rather than the new history that we're finding out that things are different? Is that what that act is you talking about, Juice Lee? Don't kick him. This guy is could we just get short buses? I want all the short buses for this guy. He really thinks that he's like, I'm telling you, this is what people do. Hold on, listen. The reason why I don't want the guy kicked. I'm gonna explain why I don't want the guy kicked. Y'all run into people like this every day in your regular lives. That you write about something. So they don't want to talk about the thing that you write about. All they're gonna do is just keep bringing up, yeah, but that's not creating legislation. All he's trying to do is make something stay that already existed. So that still doesn't fall inside of the barometer of what I'm talking about. What did he create that didn't already exist? Create. All right? Just so we can be clear. He's trying to keep the history the way that it used to be in order to keep his... And first of all, has Biden fixed that? Because if Biden is in office now, he can fix that, right? Who thinks Biden is going to fix that? But hold on. All of us have people like this that we have to deal with on an everyday basis. All right? I just want to be clear about this. All of us got people like this that we got to deal with. That we get into a conversation with them and they never want to talk about what the actual problem is. They're always going to try to take it and talk about something that ain't nobody talking about because they know that they're wrong. Whenever you see people doing this whataboutism shit to you, they know they wrong. Treat them accordingly. Alright? They know they're wrong. You know how evil a person got to be to know that they wrong? Know that they wrong, but they want you to think that you wrong? You know how evil a person got to be? They know they wrong. But what they're going to do is they're going to argue you down and they're going to go at you to try to make you think that you wrong. They know they wrong. Everett Gilchrist with the $20 drop. He said, my wife gonna kill me, but he dropping short buses. Shout out to Everett Gilchrist. Everett Gilchrist comes into the saloon. He's like, oh man, I don't know what's going on. He knows his wife is on his heels. He's looking for DSTN. He wants to know how does he deal with this shit. He's like, yo, look, she's already mad at me. He talks to the bartender and he says, I want to go upstairs with the ladies. Everett Gilchrist goes upstairs with the ladies. He says, yo, send me up some champagne, yeah? And there's this dude. His name is also Everett. Do not let him in the saloon. Everybody goes and looks out the window. They're like, there he go right there, holding up a sign saying, no Roger, no rerun, no rent. The reigning, defended, and undisputed whataboutism champion of the world. That's the only way people talk to me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to argue something. I'm not going to debate something with you and I know I'm wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm wrong about something, I'm just going to be like, I'm going to agree with you. I'm not going to, like, I know I'm wrong. I'm just going to agree with you. If I don't know I'm wrong, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to see I'm wrong. And I'm like, oh, wow, I'm wrong. Thank you. Now I'm smarter. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Now I'm a little bit smarter over here. I didn't know that. Now I do know that. Now, you know. You just helped me be a little bit more intelligent. These guys is the Whataboutism kings. That's how people talk to me. That's why I don't be wanting to I'm telling you right now. That's why I don't be, when people try to argue with me in the chat and they be like, let me call in. And I be like, it's a waste of time. Because you're not even talking about the topic in the chat. Why would I let you call in? Donald Trump did not create the Proud Boys. Come on, let's get 4 more $10 drops of the Cash App. Come on, y'all. I'm outside smoking a cigarette, talking to the ladies of the night. Dude, it's the fucking morning. Shout out to that shit. Can we get back on topic? I like going off topic and allowing for people to try to display their, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of people saying that I kick people because they have a difference of opinion in me. So what I've decided to do is I'm just going to, when people come in and they say something stupid that I would normally kick them for, we're going to absolutely rip they shit to shreds so you can understand that they don't have any platform to stand on. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they don't got nothing to stand on. Oh, also, if you're getting kicked, just come right back. If you are getting kicked, just come right back. That's all I can tell you. Dudes is pissed. What can I tell you? Dudes is pissed. Dudes is angry. Crisis says more people could learn from the Ice Cube example. His agenda was tied to party affiliations and thus allows him to truly have only our community's best interest in mind. Alright, so I'm going to explain something real quick, right? Damn, they super flagging me right now. I'm going to explain something real quick right now, right? Keep this in mind. I want you to keep this in mind. Blind hate has caused more problems. Extreme emotion has caused more problems than anything else in our community. Extreme hate has caused more problems than anything else in our community. Period. There's nothing that's caused more problems than extreme hate. So whenever I see somebody hating something to an extreme and it doesn't seem like it's probable reason, there's good reason, I'm always going to be skeptical. I am not a Trump supporter. Period. Have not ever been. I am not a Biden supporter. Clearly, I have never been. But I'm not going to knock you for supporting either. That's your right. Support who you want to support. If you want to support Biden, also, y'all getting kicked like crazy right now, just come right back. If you want to support Biden, support Biden. If you want to support Trump, support Trump. I in no way at all am gonna look at you effed up because I don't know your life. I don't have any right to tell you who you should vote for and who you shouldn't. What I think you should do is vote for your best interests. What I think you should do is, if these are topics that you like to discuss, become more knowledgeable on them. Don't just follow anything or listen to anything I'm saying. If these are topics that interest you, your phone has Google on it. Your computer has Google on it. Go get some records or something. Have conversations with other people who have similar, who like politics. Not necessarily have similar interests or problems than you, but who like politics. Become well-rounded on the subject. So when I see my son, when I see Tamika Mallory, when I see Until Freedom just in general take the position that they took, I was disappointed in them. I ain't gonna lie. I was extremely disappointed because they know better. I was extremely disappointed at all of the people that kept saying, well, the crime law, that was 20, 30 years ago. Why we keep holding it over his head? Because the crime law wasn't an individual act. That wasn't an individual act. That was a culmination of his history in public office. That crime bill is what helped him make his name. After years and years and years and years of fighting for these changes. You think that when a politician comes and drops something, that all of a sudden that's just that and then? You think that's how it works? You think a politician makes a bill about pro-rights, and that's the only time they ever broach the subject? No. They've been speaking on that pro-rights subject for years, maybe decades, and now it's their opportunity to make a law or change something or create something that's gonna put their name in the freaking record books forever. And that's what the crime bill was to Joe Biden. So I'm not mad at him and I'm not dragging him. He did what he was supposed to do. Then he ran for presidency. When he had to debate with all of the other Democrats, he kind of got exposed, but people just forgot all about that because they hate Trump. Their hate was so blind. They're about to force all black people to get this vaccine. And I'm going to tell you what's the funniest, wildest thing. Don't be surprised if they force all black people to get this vaccine, and then after the vaccine is given out to a large number of individuals, they deem it unsafe. After they give that vaccine to a large number of individuals, they say, you know what, this is unsafe. Because allegedly, you can still get COVID after you get the vaccine. After you take the vaccine, you still have to walk around with the thing over your face. So why are people getting the vaccine? You can still get it. So you shooting me up with some stuff that's supposed to be a vaccine, but I can still get it. And I still have to take all the same precautions that I had to take before I got the shot. Why am I getting the shot? That's really what the question is, right? Why am I getting the shot? So I got to take all the same precautions? All of the same precautions. Nothing's changed? Nothing's changed. All the same precautions. I can still get the thing. We're going to have a lot of advocates apologizing for years, saying that they didn't know. And then they're going to want us to believe them the next time they say something. But this is what I got to say. How often has Jack Frost been right about this type of shit? Can we have a vote real quick? How often has Jack Frost been right about this type of shit? I've been more right than these advocates. Shout out to Everett. Shout out to Everett popping bottles. Everett with the $50 drop. He said, I disagree with you. I can put my money on that. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, but Everett, no one said all of those whataboutisms was wrong. Now you see, hold on, he's back. Everett, no one said all of those whataboutisms was wrong. I asked you a question. What legislation did Trump create that hurt black people? You still have not answered that question. Everett popping bottles. He's across the street. Everett is across the street with the haters. He's screaming out, no Roger, no rerun, no rent. And then all of a sudden, he looks around. He thinks nobody is paying attention. So he goes and he puts on a fake mask. He goes, no, I mean, this is a mustache. You know, he got the big mustaches. He goes and gets himself one of the mustaches. So Everett Gilchrist goes and gets a mustache. He's trying to break into the saloon, homie. Everett Gilchrist, he goes and get a mustache. Everett Gilchrist goes, he says, I gotta get into that saloon. He's outside with all the haters screaming out, no Roger, no rerun, no rent. He goes, he puts on a fake mustache. He goes, he puts on a fake mustache. He twirls the end of the mustache. He does his eyes like that while he's doing it. He goes and gets a fake mustache. Then he goes, just with only the fake mustache. Nigga, you wanted to play this game. He goes to the saloon. He walks up to the door. He changes his whole accent. He starts talking like he's from France. I don't have a French accent, so I'm just going to say French words. croissant. He just goes up to the door. Everybody knows who the hell this dude is. They just look at him. Was he just across the street? He was out there with the haters. And he said, croissant. And he's doing that a lot. He's twirling his mustache. He's twirling his mustache and he's doing that a lot. He's like, croissant. Do you have croissant pastries, spaghettios? He's doing the mustache. They just let him in. They just like, what the hell? Just let the guy in, man. He comes in. He goes up to the bartender. He says, "Oh, I need I don't know, what do they drink over there?" He says, "Let me get a latte." And the bartender's looking at him like, "Man, we got coffee. We ain't even got sugar for the coffee, homie." "Oh yeah, we don't even put sugar in our coffee, by the way." No, that's not the same thing, CV. Shut up. So, shut up, CV. That's not the same thing. So he goes into the bartender. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in here now. Nobody knows who I am." Every single person in the bar, in the damn saloon, is just staring at him. He's like, "Yeah, nobody knows who I am." Oh. He's like, "Oh, I'm going up to the lounge with the ladies." Everett goes upstairs with the ladies. He buys everybody in the bar a drink. Yeah, like, whatever. He's buying everybody a drink. He can stay. He buys everybody in the bar a drink. Shout out to Everett Gilchrist. Shout out to Everett. The hater. Outside with the haters. He put on a whole mustache. He put on a disguise to get inside. Dude, I don't know if you agree or disagree with me. You never answered the question. What the hell are you talking about? Dude, you never answered the question. You never answered the question. What did Trump do? What did Trump create? What legislation did Trump create that hurt black people? You never answered the question. You never. He'd rather give me money to answer the question. Shout out to this guy. This dude said, "You know what? I'm not answering no questions, but here's a 50. I am not mad at you." For everybody in the future that decides that you do not want to answer the question and you want to play whataboutisms, you can always drop 50s. Preferably to the Cash App, but it didn't go there. But it is what it is. Shout out to Rue. Don't nobody see them dots Jones with the $15 drop. Rue Jones comes into the saloon. He sees everybody staring at Everett. he goes to the bouncer. He's like, "Yo, wasn't that dude just a..." The bouncer just goes like this. The bouncer don't talk, but he's like, "Leave it. Leave it." Rue's like, ain't that guy just across the..." Alright, whatever. Rue Jones comes into the saloon. He gets himself some coffee with a little bit of brandy in it. Then he goes over to the BBN West smoking section. Dude, you never answered the question. What are you talking about? We looking at it two different ways. There was a question. You never answered it. Whatever, man. Whatever makes you happy, man. I'm all for this shit. The hell? There was a whole question. You never answered it. What are you talking about? Oh man, he created Omarosa. There you go. You know what? You're doing this better than Homeboy. Guy's funny as shit. You never answered the question. With one of the good ladies. All of our ladies is good ladies. They all take baths every day. Okay, that's something the other saloons can't. They take at least one bath every day. That's something the other saloons cannot tell you. This is the 1860s. Yeah, growing up in New York City, never saw Trump as a racist, an asshole all day, but not racist. In my opinion, Trump became racist when he ran against Obama. In my opinion, Trump just realized that he can win if he got the racist people to vote for him, period. And he didn't run against Obama. Prince to Amir. He never ran against Obama. At least that if he did, that's some new shit to me. Man, you guys is hilarious. This dude said, I am not going to admit I'm wrong, but I'd rather just give Jack some money. You could have just admitted I'm happy you did it that way, but... No, look, another whataboutism. I never said Trump created legislation to help black people, but he did create that legislation that gives black companies loans, right? Anybody know what the name of that is? The legislation that he created that give black people that black people have used to get loans to be able to start up their businesses. He's still doing whataboutisms. Do you understand? This is how these dudes talk. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. He's never going to answer the question. He's never going to answer them. And it's a pretty straightforward. All he has to say is that Trump didn't. That's it. No, Trump never actually created legislation to hurt black people. Boom. That's it. What about Everett? That's his name. What about Everett? What about isms Everett? God bless and good morning. What up, Anthony Iman? God dang it. He just this is how they do you. Like, just on some super real shit. When people think they smarter than you, they never gonna answer your question. They're going to keep trying to they're going to never answer the question. They're going to have their own, so you're saying this? So you're saying that? No, nigga. Just answer the question. That's it. All you got to do is literally answer the question. Look, now you're talking about people that Mitch McConnell packed the courts with. Just answer the question. Oh, they need to be in a clean. Everett and Everett Gilchrist need to do a Klingon death match with the large blades for the right Everett name. What the hell? Dude, answer the question. What legislation has he created? You see what I'm saying? They can't answer the question. Because he's scared of what I'm going to say next after he answers the question. Let's go! Hey, I got to go. I'll be right back. If anybody want to drop If anybody want to drop one more $10 drop to the Cash App in the next 2 seconds, that's a win. Let's get one more drop to the Let's get one more $10 drop to the Cash App in the next 5 minutes. I'll be right back. One more $10 drop to the Cash App in the next 5 minutes. Nah, you know, I don't know. Whatever y'all want to do with that guy. He seems to be a good sport. Even though he doesn't want to answer he doesn't want to answer the damn question, but he seems to be a good sport. Sean Moore says, if everyone took a shot every time you said whataboutism, there'd be a lot of funerals. Yo, my dude. But what do people do to me? Niggas literally do whataboutisms. That's a fact. Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all check out one of the videos. I'm gonna let y'all check out one of our recent videos. Let me see which one. I want to put a funny one up. Alright, I don't know how funny this one is, but we're gonna check this one out. I want y'all to check out a video. I'll be right back. This guy nobody answers questions. This shit is crazy. I don't know why people do me like that. Don't nobody never want to answer no damn questions. Some serious shit, yo. Yo, really, seriously, I'm not even joking. Do y'all notice that people come in here, they never want to answer the question? I didn't say he never created legislation that hurt black people. I said, what legislation did he create to hurt black people? Look, look. Look how he's trying to change the barometer of the question. I'm trying to tell you, this is what I go through. He's sitting around, probably got like 3 or 4 people sitting around with him.
So the IRS decides that they're going to have a whole case of fraud against Herbo. And you want to know what this guy's...
Also, anybody that checks out this video and you actually like the video, do me a favor. Anybody that checks out this video and actually like the video, do me a favor, right? And go put some views on the damn video for me. It's not even at 500. Go comment on this video if you actually like this video. Comes after this.
So the IRS decides that they're going to have a whole case of fraud against Herbo. And you want to know what this guy decides to do? Go on the gram and show everybody his cars. I'm serious, man. These rappers need to stop smoking so much. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then.
Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama. It may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?
If you're promoting ClickBank products right now, you need to stop immediately. Stop investing time, energy.
I'm asking you to make a donation right now to help flip Georgia and the Senate. Reverend Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff need our help more than ever before to win these critical runoff elections in Georgia that will determine control of the Senate. We know that these races will come down to a few thousand votes, so we need every resource we can get in order to drive a historic grassroots voter turnout effort in Georgia. This is a rare opportunity to win 2 Senate seats, but I need you in this fight in order to get it done. So please make a donation to flip Georgia and the Senate.
BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so... yeah. So, Apparently, G Herbo has decided to show everyone that the FBI can't possibly have anything on him because he has a lot of cars. Okay. Now, this is... I don't know if there's just... I don't think he knows how this works. But we're gonna have a discussion about this. But I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I just don't think this brother knows how any of this works. Okay, first of all, I just want to be extremely clear on this. We've made a couple of videos about this previously, but I want to be extremely clear on something, right? If you buy a thing and it's paid for all the way out, you have no problems. It's paid for. Now there's a whole nother situation that you have that involves the IRS. They can take that thing. They can take everything that you have in order to recoup the money that you owe. Just so we can be clear. So if I'm wrong about this, please somebody put this in the comment section, because I do not want to be wrong. But if I am wrong, I would like so much to be corrected the appropriate way. Y'all don't got to call me all type of BS N-words. You can just be like, yo, Jack, man, this might be something we might be off on. And I'm just perfectly fine with it. So, as far as I know, if he committed fraud somewhere else other... I just want to get this car thing out the way real quick, because come on, man. We gotta have more smart rappers. Okay, so just so we're clear, if you commit fraud and they're after you, right? And you have things that you did pay for, they can take that in order to pay back the money that you stole. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I mean, actually, that's everything. But I got other things I want to discuss revolving around this. Okay, so first of all, they have witnesses. And I'm not just talking about the AF. There was a reporter, I forgot the reporter's name, I'm so sorry about that. But there was a reporter that disclosed that on the witness list for the government, there is an AF that lives in Atlanta. Everybody's assuming that's Ari Fletcher, right? That would be the appropriate assumption to make, just so we can be clear. But there's more that I want to explain. I want to explain something. Okay, so let's say she has no plans on snitching. There's snitching. She has no plans of it. If they ask her to snitch, she's still going to be solid. She like, I'm not snitching. Let's just say that for a minute, right? Guess what? That might not be what they want her for. They might not want her there to say, did he do these things? Because she wasn't with him anymore in a relationship when these transgressions allegedly took place. Unless they're saying that he's been doing it ever since they were in a relationship. You got it? But I don't think that's what's being said here. So let me just get something real clear. They're going to ask her, right? When you were with him, what was the expenditure? they're gonna most likely use her as a barometer to determine how he usually spends money. Now, you know a baby mama, 9 times out of 10, oh man, he didn't spend enough money. And that's not going to be necessarily snitching, because she's not telling on the actual crime. Now, just so we can be clear, shout out to DJ Academics. He had a great point in the video that he made on this. And he said she should be trying her damnedest not to get on the stand in the first place. She's supposed to be hiring all types of different lawyers and everything. But I don't think none of that's gonna work. You hire lawyers and you try not to get on that stand too much. They might say, you know what, maybe we should have a case against her, and she might not want people to be looking into whatever the hell she's doing over there in Atlanta. So, just so we can be clear, they might not want her to snitch. They might just want to use her as a barometer for them to be able to ascertain how he spends his money when they're talking to the jury. Because as far as I can tell, he's not copping out nothing and he's going. Also, why do rappers get money and the first thing they do is buy things that depreciate? Can somebody tell me what's all that about? Rappers get money and the first thing they do is start buying stuff that depreciate. Shout out to that though. So just so we can be clear, and I do not want to be confused about this. One, I think what they're gonna do, and this is gonna make the most sense, is that they're gonna have witnesses that are gonna be there to say, well, this particular purchase was made in the name of G Herbo. There's a couple of instances where it's being said that the stores were not going to take the credit cards that were bad credit cards, and the person that was trying to use the credit card literally called G Herbo and had G Herbo call the establishment and tell them to use the credit card, to accept it. And in such a case like that, I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to say he had to be down with it. I mean, how many times can different establishments call you to tell you that there's a problem with the credit card and you're just going to keep saying put it through and you're not with the hustle? You understand what I'm saying? I think that that's what some of the witnesses that they're going to have is going to say. And I think they just want Ari Fletcher to be able to say, well, when we were together, this is how money was spent. Yeah, we didn't go on all these extravagant trips. We wasn't on jets every other weekend. We wasn't Little Babying it up. For everybody that don't know, Little Baby and Jada stay on some jets, man. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, he's doing like 200 a feature. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what his features is now. It's probably like 400. But the point being is, G Herbo ain't making money like that, y'all. Could somebody name a G Herbo song? I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I just know that he's a rapper. I don't think I've ever actually heard any of his music. I'm just keeping it a stack. Could y'all put some G Herbo songs without Googling? Could you put some G Herbo songs down in the comment section, please? Because I don't know now. I thought he was just a dude that hung out with the rappers. Let me stop. I mean, I knew I don't know. I never heard a G Herbo song. Shout out to that though. Let me know what y'all guys think. One, do you think this is just some straight buffoonery, some coonery for him to have all of his cars out there? For everybody that don't know, he had like a ton of cars out there. Like, yo, look, man, I paid all these things full price. Homie, that's not what they're saying. The problem is you keep stunting. The problem is COVID hit. A lot of y'all couldn't make that money that y'all was making because y'all need to go and actually show up to places like concerts and strip clubs, and you weren't able to. That's what happened. COVID created a lot of cases against rappers.
Hey, what? I'm just. How's everybody doing? Oh, we already been here. Hey, yeah, so I'm back. Is that every guy still here? Cause he's fun. I have no idea if they're doing the New York Eve performances in Times Square, but obviously if they are, guess who's gonna be there? So I have no idea, to be honest with you. They might be part of me. They might be. They might not be. I don't know currently at this time. I need to send out a jump off to someone real quick. Boom. Need to send out a text real quick. Shout out to Everett. He was good sport. Very good sport. From now on, when he does show up to the saloon, he will be in a disguise. Yes, Sway Leaves' hard drive was lost, he believes, and he's trying to get it back. Don't ask me why. I got to start doing topics on stuff like that. Sway Leaves' hard drive was stolen or lost, and he... so he went live with the person who has it on IG, but he's only... I'm going to say something real quick. I don't know if it was stolen, lost, or whatever it was, right? But you know, if somebody loses something and then you find it and then they accuse you of stealing the thing, that's having stolen property, and that's a crime in itself. What happened to Crazy Legs? I feel bad that happened to Sway Lee. I understand how important it is, your hard drive is. I feel bad that happened to Sway Lee. I almost lost my whole computer. This computer right now that we're shooting off of, I almost lost this in the airport. You understand what I'm saying? So, because what happens is, for everybody that don't know, when you got electronics like this, you don't want this to go through the jump off. So they gotta go look at your computer. They take out, you gotta take all of your electronics out of your luggage. When you take all of your shit out of your luggage, boom, then you put it like to the side or whatever. You put it in a whole different basket. Sometimes you forget that basket. I forgot the whole basket. I went all the way to get ready to go get on the plane. I'm sitting there like this, getting ready to get on the plane, and then I remember, oh shit. And I don't even know how I remembered. I just remembered, wait, hold on, do I got my computer? And then I looked in my bag, I didn't have my computer, and I ran downstairs. And then some dude was trying to get me to jump through hoops. But I'm always nice and I'm always polite. It's not a game. Like, I'm not acting. Like, if I'm not... So, just so we can be clear, I'm always nice and I'm always polite. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not a game, it's not an act. I'm not pretending to be somebody I'm not. You understand what I'm saying? So what had happened was, when I went down there to get my computer, some individual who I had not seen when I came through the first time, they was busy trying to get me to wait over here, just bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Just doing the regular bullshit. But the people who had come into contact with me, it wasn't that time. The people who had came into contact with me had already came in contact with me. I've already dealt with them. And then they didn't allow for me to go through the bullshit. They just was immediately like, no, it's not. This dude was like, come on, wait over here. I'm going to go look for it. And then somebody else that had already had dealt with me was like, nah, it's not over there. So get the damn thing, boom. And they actually went and got it for me and made it so I didn't have to wait for 20, 30 minutes and quite possibly maybe miss my plane. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm not faking. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't put on an act. I don't know no other way to explain it. Like, this is really just who I am. I don't put on an act. I'm in no way faking. This is not faking. This is really just who I am for real. I enjoy being nice to people. I enjoy being polite to people. I enjoy being likable. Like, I enjoy that shit. You understand what I'm saying? But since I come into contact with so many effed up people, sometimes it just makes me a little bit, how do you say, like, I want to be, but I'm like, you know, I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I want to be more, but I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but I enjoy being liked. I enjoy being likable. I enjoy treating you like you are likable. I enjoy being nice. I enjoy being polite. I enjoy saying nice things to other people. I enjoy those things. Like, those things make me happy. Like, for real, for real. Like, if you really know me, you would know that. So when you got all these people out here talking about like they know me and then they talking crazy, they don't really know me. Because if they really knew me, they'd know that. But they know that. They just don't want to say that because they know what kind of person I am. So they figure they could attack me, do all type of other weirdo shit because they know what kind of person I am. I'm really not a bad person. You understand what I'm saying? Think about it like this. If I was really a bad, effed up person like these people are saying I am, they would avoid me. You feel me? Like, think about some of the things that people have said that I've done or that I'm a part of. They would avoid me. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm really a nice person. At least, no, that's the... I enjoy being nice. You feel me? For real, for real. Making other people happy is dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't never know what somebody else is going through. You don't never know what somebody else's life entails. You don't never know what kind of struggles other people have went through. You don't never know. You just don't know. You just really don't never know. So I'm just the way that I am, and I'm fine with it. Hey, Dina, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Also, everybody, could y'all join the green team already? It take $2 a month. Join the green team. That gives me a lot of clout with YouTube. That helps give me clout with YouTube when y'all dudes join the green team. So could y'all join the green team already? I need more clout with YouTube. I need you guys to spend that $2 and join the green team. $2 a month. I need y'all to spend that $2 a month and join the green team, man. That helps give me clout with YouTube. Come on, man. What we got? 11:30. We had most of the conversation which I wanted to have. I just, for the most part, I wanted to speak about Ice Cube, and I think we talked about Ice Cube, and then we got on and we spoke about Trump a little. I appreciate you, Melville. We got on, we spoke about Trump a little. Yeah, see, it was still in the bin. That's what happened to me. It's just I didn't get on the plane yet. I don't know if you got on the plane yet. I'm pretty sure Everett's not going to tell us. I'm going to be like, yo, Everett, did you get on the plane first? And then he's going to be like, what about them Raiders? I'm like, oh, man, what the hell, Everett? What the hell? Could you answer the question? I'm like, yo, Everett, did you leave it or what happened? Everett's going to be like, them tsunamis, I'm trying to tell you, they coming for us. I'm like, God dang it, Everett, can you just answer the question? Just answer the question. The question, Everett. The question. Nah, but I'm saying. So that guy was funny. I ain't want to kick him. It's just always hilarious. Like, I don't know. People do that to me. Everybody do that to me. Everybody's scared about what the neck. Everybody feel I'm setting them up for something. Nah. That would look hot if almost everybody was green, but and that's clout. You know how much clout we get with YouTube? That'd be easier for us to recognize the people who don't belong. Also, not for nothing. So then when you see people come in and they green and they talk a little crazy, I need to start giving people a little bit more leeway. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people, they buy the $2 green so they could talk crazy. You understand what I'm saying? And then I'm looking at them like, yeah, right, bastard. You've been talking crazy for the last week or two. Every single time a topic come up. Okay. You can do what you want. I can't stop you. Check the all you have to do is I pin the comment, check the pin comment. The pin comment should have the website. It also should have our apparel store. Ah, shoot, it don't got the other thing. It just has the website, apparel store, and the Cash App. Go to your apparel store, buy something. With all that being said, I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. It's almost 12 noon. I need to get to some videos today. We're going to try to drop more than 2 videos. We've been dropping videos late in the afternoon. I'm going to try to drop some videos early in the afternoon. Hey, you did pop bottoms. You might as well join the green team. Well, I don't think he was a troll as much as he was just an individual that decides that he's not going to answer any questions because he doesn't feel comfortable with his footing. You know, when a person don't want to answer your questions, they don't feel comfortable. They know they wrong. He knew that the question. He heard the question I asked him. He knew there was nothing he was going to be able to do about that. I asked him a really good question that stayed on topic. He knew it was a wrap. He knew it was a wrap. With that being said, yo, look, anyway, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody. Look, when you do YouTube, there's always going to be people that's going to try to come in and be smarter than you. Sometimes they are going to be smarter than you. You know, well, if they was on a different platform, they'd be smarter than the person that was the avatar more often than if they're on this platform. Pretty smart. And I don't talk about things I don't know. And if I don't know something, I'll be quiet and listen. And I think that's what the people that come in here and try to argue with me don't get. If I don't know, I'm happy that you showed up so you could put me on the game because I don't know. Just keeping it a stat. If I don't know, I'm more than happy to listen and learn. I'm not smart because I figured things out on my own. I'm smart because I listen to people who've been there and done that. I'm smart because I paid attention to individuals who I assumed had intelligence of their own when they spoke about a topic that I knew nothing about. So if I have an individual that's constantly coming to me telling me something they don't, and I know, and they don't know what they're talking about, then of course when they try to tell me something I don't know, I'm not going to have faith in them. You feel me? And you shouldn't either. With that being said, yo, look, I love y'all. Please go out there and do something productive today with your day. That's a fact. Go win. Go help other people win. It's always about the team effort. Don't let nobody lie to you. It's always about the team effort. All right? We not in this alone. We in this together. When we come to the understanding that we have to help each other, when we come to the understanding that it's always going to be beneficial to have people around you that have similar interests, that are going to be pushing the narrative, when we come to those understandings, then it's always going to be a win. So let's be cognizant of that, and let's be mindful and understanding that just because we have differences of opinions, that don't mean nothing. You want to know the real reason why Everett didn't get kicked? Everett didn't come here calling me a B-ass N-word. Everett just didn't answer the damn question. But he didn't come in here cursing me out. He ain't coming here talking crazy to me. There was really no reason to kick him. That's why Everett didn't get kicked. With that being said, shout out to D. Wait, we just do this one first. Shout out to Shout out to Prince to Amir with the $20 drop. Shout out to DZ with the $5 drop. Shout out to Everett Gilchrist with the $20 drop. Shout out to Rue Jones with the $15 drop. Shout out to Rue Jones with the $10 drop. Shout out to DSTN with the $5 drop. Shout out to James S with the $5 drop. Shout out to Watts Games with the $5 drop. Shout out to Xavier Jenkins with the $5 drop. And shout out to Everett popping bottles with the $50 drop. Definitely appreciate y'all guys. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate you when you like, comment, or subscribe. I really appreciate y'all that's been sharing to Facebook. Please, we need more videos shared. We need more videos shared. We need a ton of videos shared. We need to get about 100 videos shared today, or one video shared 100 times. However you want to do that shit. So we need videos shared. Facebook, Twitter, whatever platforms you can share these videos on, share them. Also, we need to get more reshares of BBN content. When I'll show you what I'm saying. This is the best way to do it. When I post stuff like this, reshare it. Alright, when I post stuff like that on IG, this is the stuff I want reshared. When I post stuff like this on IG, just so we can be clear, reshare this stuff. Put that in your feed. Alright, whenever you see me post anything with the BBN logo on it, put it up in your feed. Appreciate you. Whenever you see me post like that, anything with the BBN logo, put it up in your feed. Anything with the BBN logo, put it up in your feed. Anything with the BBN logo, put it up in your feed. So it'll be dope if you guys can go, and I might also just help get traffic to your own channel, not for nothing. For all y'all that's trying to build your channels up, reposting, I have 54K. Reposting from me might help you get more followers on your channel. You don't know who fucks with me and who don't. You feel me? So reposting from the BBN, this site right here, from the BBN network, reposting from here might help get you more followers. Copy? So repost from that one. Anything that you see BBN network on, repost that stuff. You just gotta go back a couple. This is like, I haven't been posting a lot, but we're gonna be posting more of those in the future. We're also gonna be posting some clothes today and stuff like that. So anything you seen posted like that, repost those, because those might help get you more views on your channel. Use all of my hashtags when you repost. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna be effective for you when you repost. If you just use them regularly, I don't know how effective they're gonna be. But if you repost from me and use them, they're gonna be effective. Anyway, with all that being said, yo, look, I love y'all. Please go out there, be productive. Go encourage other people to be productive. Go out there, encourage other people to also win. This is like on some real. This is the time of year that a lot of us don't have nobody. You understand what I'm saying? And the only people that we have is like our communities that we're a part of. A lot of us don't have family. A lot of us don't have nobody. I don't know no other way to put it. So go out there, checking on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just a text, how you doing? Go check in on somebody. Go make sure other people are doing well. Also, we want to give a shout out to Bree Powell. Bree Powell is not feeling well today. I wish she would make her page public, but she's not. I don't blame her though. But shout out to Bree Powell. Let's send her all our well wishes. Let's go send her all of our strength. She needs it. She's not feeling well, and we love Bree, and we don't want nothing to happen to Bree. All right, so, man. So, let's send Bree all of our well wishes and all of our strength and all of our energy. Let's just send it to her. Let's will it to her because we love Bree. All right. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one.